right? It's difficult to be a 9 all the time when you've got 5.5 kids and a business and a nonprofit trying to save the world from porn use. It is difficult to be a 9. Sometimes you have to wear a hat to try to even pretend to pull off a 7. Well, you're honey, on a good day, probably a 9. On a bad day, frustrated with you, maybe a 2. So now you're going back into the bedroom and you've got, let's call it 5, average. You've got an average experience going on. You're at a 5, but your brain is used to a 15. So the arousal gap that you need to close is 10 points. Your brain's used to 15. In the bedroom, you've got a 5 situation. You've got a 10-point spread. Literally, in the amount of dopamine that your brain needs to get aroused and be able to achieve an erection and be able to move yourself towards orgasm in a timely, enjoyable fashion. This arousal gap is because of dysfunction in the brain. Because of hitting that easy button, what has happened is the dopamine receptors, D2 receptors in your brain have been desensitized. They no longer respond to a 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. They only respond to a 15 plus. So when it's time to be with your honey, and there's no way she can be a 15 plus because you know that porn is a super normal stimulus, meaning it is above a 10, it's an 11 plus, always. So she has no chance of meeting that 15 level that your brain is used to because those dopamine receptors have been desensitized. The pathway for the reward no longer works in the same way that they did before you found porn and before you kept hitting that button over and